see what is up. And the Elden Ring 40%. Insane. Oh, does Sweden? Well, Sweden doesn't want us either, though. That's the thing. And yeah, with my income there, I would be like, you know, all that stuff, like all that 3 there would be enough to, you know, like maybe drink some coffee for a week or something. The Penguin with Elden Ring is 99.99 off. That's only the Game Pass probably. If it will actually happen, if the rumors are true. Kind of like don't like browsing that way, the sale. I don't know. Like lately, I noticed in past years. Like I think it was kind of structured better or something before. Now we just have like a bunch of those like thumbnails and stuff. You look at them and kind of like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know what I want here. $40 already a steal? I mean, kinda, yeah. Kinda. And there's something like, well, I mean, I barely get stuff really nowadays on sales. I might maybe this sale or maybe wait, we'll see. Yeah, the Guild 3 I'm kind of waiting for since 2017. I'm waiting for it to get better, but seems like it's not moving really, so we'll see about that. Atomic Society I think also got kind of abandoned basically. Oh, Desperado's on 75% already, right? Yes, he's the OSC. Silverfall I already got on GOG. Have No Mouth and I Must Scream I got on GOG. This I might look into getting for some Jankathon whenever we get back to it. Colony Ship eventually, like not in a rush for sure. Hey Oracle, by the way. How we doing, man? In Bloodline I put here, I'm gonna play Bloodline probably later, like I think I can get the review key. I might look into it because that looks kinda dank. Might be some dank stuff. I got a bug, yeah. Dude, I'm not removing this one from my wishlist ever because like every sale and stuff, I get like garbage from your wishlist is now on sale. So I always having a bit of a smile moment when I get that email. So this is gonna stay in my wishlist probably. Hylix I need probably to get also at some point. Gothic remake, we waiting. Fatadium, that also I think is the Hooded Horsen, so that's gonna be nice. Silica, we'll see how will happen, what will happen there. Some meme shit. Dread Delusion. I wonder if I can maybe get that one also at some point as a review. Yeah, Corsair's Legacy I will be playing. I'm gonna keep it in wishlist just for developers' sake. But yeah, I'm gonna have access to it when it's out next year. Not 2023 it will be. It's gonna be early access launch. They actually, I think, said like, basically gonna get access. I can make video, like preview and stuff. But streaming, I will be able only like week after release, they said, or something. That was kind of PP. I didn't get it really. It's like, you know, we want like people to see the game for themselves or something. I'm like, all right, sure, I guess, fine, no problems. People are just gonna buy the game and stream it though, so not sure really, not sure. Or was it like that I need to wait until the release? I think it was like past release or something, like not on the first day I'll be able to stream. Yeah, like his dang stuff. Space Prison was a nice demo. Okay, well, the Garage I'm gonna buy probably. I doubt this shit will get ever cheaper. Actually, it was kind of released in 22 though. Like, it's ancient really, but it just got kind of like found and released recently, I guess. That's like the weighted ink stuff in collection. Maybe at some point I'll play it too. It's a very weighted ink stuff. We'll see. It's like read an interesting article on that. Like, there was like a website about development in the Russian segment of the internet. And it has sometimes like interesting blogs and stuff with people like talking, you know, about like some way to think kind of games. And with like stories of those games and everything. And I was just like reading about this game. I was like, all right, I need to get this stuff. Same with I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Like not exactly even my genre, but like the stories of the games are way to think. So I might as well. We'll see. Sadly, like it's not always such great information on that website. Most of it is shit posting, so I kind of just like stopped even reading that. But whenever you can dig, you know, this one gem in the pile of shit, it was kind of nice. See, Steve, I see. All right. The Space Rangers 2. Wait, the game? No, the game is different. Or you mean in some story way about the game? Space Rangers is the dink stuff. Yeah, that I also gonna play. That I will return. That I will get to. I can clear the wish list. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, and the Russian thing stuff. Yeah, the game is not Russian though. The game is Japanese, I think. It's just like the website. It's like Daily Telefrag. It used to be like purely industry stuff, and then at some point they got like acquired and they became kind of some sort of like, I don't know, like Lidl, like I would even call it like a Reddit or something. I guess it's just the Lidl website pretty much with where everyone can have their own like blog there and stuff. And while there are some interesting ones sometimes, people from the industry or people, you know, kind of passionate about that stuff, posting some interesting like kind of like long reads on like different stuff, like on design decisions in different games, or like on like history of the game, you know, how it was created and stuff, and analysis of the game. But that's rare. Most of the time it's just kind of like some beams, some like random pictures and stuff, and I just kind of like stopped even reading that stuff at this point already. But yeah, game is Japanese actually. It's like really old game, but I think recently just got I forgot. I need to find that piece about the game and reread it again whenever I'm gonna be playing it, so I can give some background on it, because that was like, story was so dang that I went and like wishlisted the point and click game, which is not exactly usually my forte, you know. Has some interesting stuff going on there. Yeah, Salt and Sacrifice. Mixed. Well, yeah, seems like people, even on Steam release, people didn't really get into this one. Sad, man. I still did like it, though. The Massive Fun Assault and Sanctuary, I see. A downgrade in every sense. Yeah, I think that idea with hunting those bosses wasn't the best one. I did still enjoy it though. I did still enjoy it. Like, I don't think it was that bad. Like, it was debatable decision and everything. But overall, I still kind of liked it. It still kind of felt like more of the first game. But yeah, I guess for some people that was a little more critical. A little more critical there. The change of concept. Too many samey enemies? I see. Well, I mean, yeah, you just kind of like repeatedly hunt some of these guys there. Not sure what was the direction with that, though. I'm not gonna lie. Souls-like equals bed? Damn, son. Yeah. I mean, the Garage game. The Garage game was Japanese. Yeah, so, yeah, Space Rangers, yeah, Elemental Games that became Katauri Interactive later. Yeah. The same guys who did King's Bounty remake and everything. Yeah, I was talking about Garage game. The Garage game. This one, yeah, this one was... oh, not this one. I mean, Space Rangers Russian game, yeah. Katauri Interactive is in general like a really nice studio. Elemental Games and Katauri later. Because the King's Bounty remake they made is like super amazing. And Space Rangers are super good. And then they made the Royal Quest, which was like, you know, the Ragnarok Online just new. Kinda. Well, like, you know, their take on Ragnarok Online formula, and that was like the best attempt to do so. Even better than like Tree of Savior, which was like literally made by creator of Ragnarok Online. Or at least artist, like the main artist of Ragnarok Online. And Royal Quest was still better. That was such a good game. It's still alive, actually, which also speaks volumes about when the studio kind of got closed long ago, and the MMO they made, without any fresh content and stuff, right, was still alive for 10 years, pretty much. That means the foundation was pretty good. And recently, I think they just kind of like offloaded it. The publisher just like found some other studio to like get some content for that MMO. So it's like getting some stuff, but the original devs and stuff already like closed long ago. Closed long ago. Wait, what's up, Daniel? Only what do you mean? It's not loading? Oh, is that constant loading and then nothing happens? Yeah, not sure, not sure. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever is fine. If anything, whatever you feel like it, some other time. Maybe it will work then. Elden Ring Starfield, the best Souls-likes, yeah. Sultan Sacrifice got shot because competition in 2023. I mean, Sultan Sacrifice actually was... wait, was it this year or was it last year, actually? I don't remember. I think it... Was it last year, actually, originally? I think it was. The Epic release was, like, last year. The last year it was, yeah. May 2022, alright. Christmas miracle was happen. I mean, I'm all open for the Christmas miracles, absolutely. Yeah, it was out on Epic first. It was out on Epic first. It was out on Epic last year. Well, I mean, technically you can say last year was Elden Ring, right? So, like, competition is more fierce too. But no, I think it's kind of like... The thing is, like, the game already kind of had, like... I wouldn't say, like, super niche audience, but, like, the art style not everyone was a fan of. I kind of liked it. I don't mind. But it was kind of, like... niche. And then the second game, they basically just kind of, like, tried to innovate and made those people who liked the niche kind of don't like this game in particular. So they already like took, you know, like this their community that liked the game, which already was kind of filtered out of like the big amount of people, right? And then they filtered it even more by the innovations that people didn't really like that much. I see, Bjorn, I see. But yeah, I for example, like, I did all achievements on the first run of this. Well, not the first run, like 2 runs, right? But back to back. I just did 1 playthrough, 2nd playthrough. And I did enjoy all of it, to be honest. I did have my fun with this one. Could be window, could be. It looks still good. I mean, artistically and everything is the same. Like the main criticism usually is the fact that you need to constantly, repeatedly hunt stuff. Nothing like the first one. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, man. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You are welcome. And that made Sultan Sanctuary great is gone. I don't think it was that bad, really. Like, the only thing that changed, really, is, yeah, the hunting. The hunting. Everything else, I think, was more or less the same. Like, the gameplay is the same, art style is the same, you know. Fights, I mean, obviously, like, different fights, but, like, mechanically, it still felt pretty much the same. Souls like with cutoff levels where you unlock fast travel checkpoints. To level and upgrade you needed to leave, eh? and teleport back to the hub. Unlock checkpoints within the actual level being gone. Really? I don't remember, actually. Enemies being able to juggle you. That's kind of whatever, I guess. Limited resources for basic tool like health, potions, etc. Refilled by collecting random stuff in the world. Hands down one of the worst Souls-likes I ever played. Damn, son. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like... maybe I played like kind of a while ago, so I kind of forgot some of the stuff, and it didn't feel like it was so against the formula. I don't know. Way worse bosses and stuff. Well, in that sense, kinda, yeah. Like the repeating hunting for the bosses and stuff, they didn't kind of probably, you know, balance towards that. So yeah, I assume that did happen. Can revive each other. Players cannot trade items. Alright, there we go. Barely tanky enemies keep respawning. Stud gain from leveling very bad. Just to wear a full set of heavy armor, you need to invest a lot. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's kind of like already like the taste-based stuff. They have that much color from what you... Yeah, that is kind of true. It was a little more like bland in terms of colors. It was. Blossom Steel I still haven't played. I need to get that. But yeah, I don't know. I still kind of enjoyed this one, though. My friend also kind of didn't like. He enjoyed first one. The second one he also didn't like. I just kind of like, I don't know, like... I still got into it and really enjoyed it. And I mean, I didn't really expect the exact, you know, like, sequel or something. I didn't really care for it too much. Just something kinda, you know, inspired and similar, and still, you know, with similar gameplay, and that was good for me. Back-to-back, like, first game I did back-to-back playthroughs to get all achievements, and same with this one. Popular new releases. Hitler is my crush. What? Alright. Quality gaming there, Dana. Quality gaming. Yeah, whenever sale arrives, like all these like popular things like got messed completely. It all goes all over the place, can't even see anything. Upcoming. Skibidi Battle Toilet Attack, brother. The insane gaming there. QB Bjorn QB. A little more tame there, I guess, yeah. Slavonia. These insane Slavic Metroidvanias, alright. Let's see how it is. Fantasy Metroidvania with a moral choice. Hunting the bosses who are not going to patiently wait for you in their lair. Study the monsters, track them, kill them. Exploration of the vast interconnected fairy tale world. Acrobatic combat system and weird the locals are what awaits you. Damn, son. Kind of interesting concept, I guess, to track the bosses down and everything, but not sure how it's gonna be like a Metroidvania kind of game, though. Like in like the big open world, that could be kind of interesting. In Metroidvania, I guess, I don't know. Depends how they make it. Sounds dank at least. Hope the burn kind of guy, yeah. Alrighty, Bjorn, alrighty. Have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time. Sounds good, Huh? You have a good one. Alright, where is the... Oh, yeah, Steam here in the review, actually. When it loads, it does. Alright, what we did. What did we do? This one I think is kind of like Pipiega one. Yeah, it shows like one demo played or something, so that's the Pipiega one. Oblivion. 18% of the playtime there. The Lords of the Fallen Dune Spice Wars, Yeah, streak was kind of not very poke because yeah, usually on my day offs I'm trying not to play much, and sometimes I just play games on like, you know, Game Pass and stuff, which is like why like Starfield, for example, is missing from this one, and Lies of P. 83% new releases. What we play? Roguelike deck builder, True 4X. I mean, kinda detective and Souls-like. Damn son, all the Souls-likes, dude. Insane. And the Oblivion, now they even like have some like the special line for Oblivion there. The Lords of the Fallen. And the Dune Spice Wars, I also got a bunch. Cobalt Core. 100% achievements. Cobalt Core is good stuff indeed. Strange that it doesn't show Dread. Oh, it actually may be not showing because it's kind of not available in the country. Maybe that's why some of the stuff might be not showing properly. Like I have it, but it doesn't show it in there because it's not available technically. Maybe. A special line for Baldur's Gate, I see. In August I had my moving happening, so yeah, barely played there. Barely played there. Yeah, September post moving. Top 5 playtime games get the line, I see. In April, apparently, I got this streak. I guess I had like no day offs or something. See what I say. Yeah, this list is gonna be quite something though. Quite the list there. Yeah, the small version is better though. Small version is better, to be honest. It shows more. Let open there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this one shows 177 games played. That kind of like seems a little closer to... Well, actually, this discounting demos and stuff, though, most likely, yeah. And I guess 99 without demos. That would kind of make sense, I guess. Let's see, I see, nice. Cool that they know, yeah. True. The 11 for you. 10,500 going ham there too. Nice. Did not get the vote for the game of the year yet. When is that gonna be actually? Because we did nominations, right? But I don't think we got the vote itself though. Yes, they kind of like PPG in that way for sure. I think the one that is here is kind of more correct though, I think. Oh, higher the render review thing. Gift cards. Oh, yeah, there it is. Steam Awards. Let's go. Let's go on Game of the Year award. FIFA? Dude. The fuck? Get out. Get out with that FIFA. VR Game of the Year? No idea. Yeah, there's Monkey there. Let's go. Vote for Monkey. For sure. Missing some games to vote? Yeah, probably someone is not presented in back home. That's why they removed some of it. Yeah, I know that one. 500. We already like talked about it last week, I think. A labor of love, eh? The Hogwarts and Resident Evil there, I see. Well, I'm not missing much there. Not missing much there. Dota 2 Labor of Love. There was like some big update for Dota. Was it this year? I don't remember actually, so maybe I guess. I mean, Deep Rock is always pumping though. They deserve some. They deserve some. Best game on Steam Deck. Oh yeah, that misses even more. Don't have a Steam Deck, but I played Rotato and that was good. So, sure. Better with friends. Yeah, I think Little Company deserves it though. Yeah, Dredge is absent for me. Wasn't available back home. I do have it though, but yeah. He's PP again. He's PP again. Like, I didn't change the region of my Steam account. I kind of like, because we're going to be moving to more and more regions. So I for now kind of don't, I'd rather just make like new account and new region or something probably. Probably. Otherwise, yeah, Dredge would be like the best stuff for me overall. Wherever it would be present, that would be Dredge. Outstanding visual style. Interesting. Darkest Dungeon in this one too. Well, Darkest Dungeon is not exactly this year though, but I mean, I guess. Cocoon is nice. High on Life, not sure about like the style there really, visual style. It wasn't too bad though. Yeah, Atomic Heart actually, for our region, Atomic Heart was exclusive to another store basically. The Darkest Dungeon is insane, yeah, I do agree. It's not exactly this year's game, though. But, yeah, I like it, and I played it. Well, I mean, I played High on Life, too, but, yeah. Don't think it was that crazy. Yeah, Atomic Heart basically removed itself from, like, any Russian store. And even, like, if you have a Game Pass in Russia, then you couldn't get Atomic Heart there. But I didn't have it there, so I could play it on Game Pass anyway. Innovation time? Well, I don't have it here either, but yeah, there is Starfield here. Well, it's supposed to be, which is also not available. High on Life was also last year? Oh, I see. So Starfield is not available. I get a better version of these awards. The annoying part is that the Starfield is probably gonna fucking win, though. Yeah, I actually nominated Shadows of Doubt, and I actually gonna roll with it. Even though, like, Your Only Move is Hustle is really nice, and literally the innovation, you know, definition of innovation. But yeah, Remnant is like, I mean, it's a good game, absolutely, but like, I don't think it's innovational. Contraband Police, it's just like your regular playway formula of the simulator. It's just like, you still do the same, just instead of like doing like one thing you do in their other simulator games, it all kind of like dressed up to be the Contraband Police stuff. It's a good game too though, right? And a good meme game stuff. But innovation, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, I mean, Shadows of Doubt actually, I don't know. Hopefully for release, they will kind of like make it better. But it kind of, you learn how to, you know, like to get every quest there, every, you know, case there solved. Like, you just learn the ways that make it like work 100% pretty much. Almost. Sometimes there are some issues, but like it's not like generating like super unique non-linear crimes and stuff. Like, it still has like some like not perfect things, but whatever is there already is good though. Like, for a while, for like decent amount of cases, you're still gonna have fun for sure. then you kind of like learn like there are some ways that you like, for example, like you just like go pretty much every apartment building and stuff, right? And you just get like all the info like to the security office, and you just get like the cases of all the tenants or like all the workers in many different companies, and you basically kind of just with like very small amount of like moves, you pretty much already have the database of like everyone in the city sorta almost, and you just kind of like easily know who is who pretty much there. And then it's like way more simple. So you can min-max it in a way, yeah. But like it's still real cool though. Like until you find all of those things, until you figure out some way, it still sometimes doesn't go 100%. Sometimes you're not sure exactly. And yeah, in general, it's just kind of like satisfying and like really well made. Like the living city and stuff, it was like very nice, very immersive, and I did enjoy my time with the game for sure. So I nominated it, and yeah, so I'm voting for that one. Like Starfield wins here because of the popularity sorted. That will be like big not poke though. Like I don't know who will even like, why would someone like nominations built out of what people nominate? Like who in their right mind would even like go out of like anything in their library and nominate Starfield for innovative stuff? Like bro, what was innovative there? Fucking loading screens all over the place with cutscenes? Like bro, I enjoyed my time with it, but like innovation is not about it. Like 100%. The Bethesda shrimps. Yeah, they got ladders, I guess. True. True. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like, oh, maybe they did push like something like, you know, nominate us for something or whatever, and people were like, I don't know what to nominate, what's innovative. So sure, bro. Maybe. Well, I mean, it just shows that game still was like pretty big, and there was a lot of people buying and playing it, so they can nominate it and stuff. Technically, you don't need to own stuff to nominate, actually, I think, if I remember correct, so you never know. But now, if that would be Todd with his million accounts, they probably would nominate themselves for something like, you know, kind of more fitting, I guess. Maybe they tried to nominate themselves for every category, but only this one went through, you know. Maybe, I don't know. Best game you suck at award. FIFA. Overwatch, FIFA. Well, I'm missing something here for sure. Oh, shit. Zappers. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you, man. Let's get you up there. Let's get you up there. Mr. Zappers. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot, man. Let's get you up on that tree. That was a salty man at TGA. Could be, could be. Totally got humbled, I think. Totally. Alright, let's get Zappers here. Boom. There he is. Zappers for 2023. Merry Christmas, man. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's get you up there, up there. Yeah, out of those, FIFA for sure. I haven't played, but yeah, out of those, I think. I mean, any multiplayer game, you can kind of say that, you know, you like, but you suck at it. That's like constant process with multiplayer games, I feel. That's just how it goes with them. There's always someone more skillful at those. And sometimes you just have the days when you suck, you know, in general in those games. And you tilt and everything. Alright, let's get Zappers up there. Let's see. Let's get you on the gifty. Oh, offers on the gift. There we go. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. A deboxer, I see. Deep. Deep. There we go. Best soundtrack award. Oh, I'm missing a lot here. I wonder who. I wonder who, actually. Pizza Tower, Chances Sonar. I haven't heard any of these, actually, so can't really say. What am I missing here, even then? What am I missing here? Pizza Tower will win something. It will win something, actually, at least. Chances Sonar, I heard like some good stuff, though. The tower is known for music, alright. Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, I see, okay. Last of Us 1? Bruh, what? Hi-Fi Rush, I guess you could. You know, fine. Fine, why not? Last of Us Part 1, no joke, alright. Outstanding Storage Game Award. What? Love is all around. Damn, son. Well, yeah. I nominated. I voted. Easy life. Easy life. Sit back and relax. In City Skylines 2, dude. Sit back and lag. Train Sim World and Potion Craft. That's the actually, I see. It might as well be, really. It might as well be. I don't think you can exactly relax much in City Skylines, to be honest. I don't think so. Yeah, Potion Craft, I think, is the Potion Craft can be at least relaxing. City Skylines is kind of the interesting way of relaxation, to be honest. I guess Train Sim World can be too, I guess, if you can just kind of autopilot and just like look out at the train, maybe. Alright, let's see. The portable feels bad, man. Like, can be pretty chill. I mean, as any game like that, but I don't think like the chill stuff, like a sit back and relax, is like. No, I mean, I guess you can say so. Yeah, if you put it that way, like the moment of zen and stuff. True, I guess. The chat stickers unlocked. Boog. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. How buggy the game is for you, yeah. My friend enjoyed playing it though, like on the same laptop as mine. Was pretty okay, apparently. I see portable, I see. Wait, you can vote on the awards though. You can nominate, but you can still vote. You can just press the thing here, and you still can vote. I mean, I just did. You can't nominate though. No nominations, but you can do this at least. I see, Axel. I see. Alright. That sounds like how I would probably play. Wait, where was it? There. That's how I probably would play it. Okay, House Flipper recommended so last week. Mind over Magic. Clay Publishing, actually, huh? Design, build, manage your magic school, to explore what lies below, Study lost arcana, grow exotic plants, brew potions. Ah, it's this kind, alright. Raise undead servants. So they just kind of went for like some sort of I guess like oxygen not included in a way, since no, actually was oxygen not included the clay also? Ah, I see portable, I see, alright. There's some good reviews on this one. And people be going ham on this one. I completely like missed that when it was released. Interesting. Oxygen is clear, yeah. The Gnor Upper Loga saw that last week. Yeah, that's overwhelmingly now. Insane. Pagunia. Yeah, very positive. Feels good, man. So I guess the only people molding are those who didn't get any combat there. That's fine. Think it's good the way it is. Very base there indeed. Very pagone, yeah. Grand Blue Fantasy versus. That's the one that probably cost a shitload, yep. Classic. Finally proper Settlers game, yeah. Return from core. Sandbox RPG combines exploration, building, farming, automation, monster girls. Ah, the important part now. Build your camp, develop agriculture, encounter charming monster girls, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. Let's see how it is. It's all about the monster girls then. I see. And before some Coomer patches and everything too. But now not putting too much of an accent on that yet though. On the monster girls. 10,000 years old there, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised there's like a trailer going so long and they're not baiting weebs yet. Come on, man. They're missing the opportunity. And where is the weeb bait? Is that the monster girl? And probably participates in some action with them, I guess, though. There it is, alright. Now it starts. See. That did go. That was too deep in the trailer. And they should flex that very early. That's how it sells, man. That's how it sells. That's how you sell this stuff. And then you get all of them in, I see. There should be probably some dank reviews on this one. Playable but still a buggy mess. Alright. I mean, in the meantime, you can buy a Core Keeper. Bro, Core Keeper doesn't have the monster girls. That's exactly why people getting it though. Identical gameplay, this one minus the monster girl romance option. That's why people buy it, bro. You don't get it. Probably the only reason they buy it even. Didn't understand the point there, yeah. Like, people who wanted the Core Keeper experience, they already probably would buy it. They buy this one. For the monster girls, Translation bits all over the place. Lost my inventory because of the bug, Meh, my favorite type of review. Developer responded, Okay, I see. The developer molded out, maybe, or not. Hard to say here. But unless they just copy paste for all. No, it doesn't seem like for all of them. No, this one didn't get any answers, so the meh, yeah, insults him in Chinese. I just like pictured what's the name, the video with the Chinese dude with the pistol. Pretty much, that would be fitting there. Oh, this one. No, this one got English. All right. So I guess meh didn't deserve the proper answer there. Ski from Grustovia, so last week. Cool. The hello, We baited in who? Baited in who? You get the monster girls. Got baited by the monster girls. Once human there, I see. FPV kamikaze drone. No, got already those now going, I see. Already got some of those going. Oh yeah, and then right into this one after that, alright. So saw this one last week too. Saw this one last week too. House of Lizards, and dude, that's too much already. Unique Ancient Slav Simulator with horror elements, and another one, dude. These memes went too far, man. A meme was like kind of fun for a little bit with some edits and everything, but they already milking that shit for like months. A one-armed robber. A chaotic first-person heist game. Uniquely challenging premise. Determined robber equipped with only one arm. I see. Super overdone at this point, yeah. It's just because like some of the first ones, like, you know, took off real hard. Like one of the first those like Slavs versus Lizards game that just like got like a shitload of reviews or something. And like sales obviously too. So now everyone is trying to get the bag too. Alright, well, the sales weeks and everything usually kinda not that poga on stores. Well, I mean, they poke because of the sales, but not that poke in terms of like releases and stuff. Guess we're chillin', VB chillin'. Alright, let's get to the news part then. Let's go. Kinda not super much, but actually decent amount though. Considering like the pre-holiday week still wasn't too bad, Okay, 1 second. Move this here. There we go. A Game Awards winner, A Sea of Stars, surpasses 4 million players since launch. That's pretty good. It's Game Pass too though, but to be honest, like something like Deathloop, for example, even with Game Pass and everything, took like a year or something to get to 5 million players. Oh, it's PS Plus also, okay. Yeah, that's a bit more, but still, I mean, it's like not the game for everyone, so that's actually quite impressive. That is actually quite impressive, I would say. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Story spoilers leak online. Dude, like, what's with, like, leaks, hacks, all this shit, like, all over the place now, man. What a time to be alive, dude. Disappointed to see details being shared ahead of the game's release. So yeah, avoid spoilers if you plan to play. Avoid spoilers. There are some like details on that. Not gonna be talking about it today, in case someone is interested in the game. But yeah, some people are molding already when the spoilers were out. And yeah, here's another one. Right, back to back. Insomnia Games hacked by ransomware group, resulting in 1 terabyte of leaked game info and more. So like there's literally like the demo, or the tech demo of the game already out that is running on the PC and everything. And yeah, it's bad. They got like a whole bunch of like, well, the most shitty part is like, yeah, the personal data of people, information about people. That is really bad. That is really bad. You're not gonna be disclosing any hacked information. True, probably better like this. Probably better like this. The whole story script out? Yeah, I mean everything. Like there is like literally playable demo now and everything that people are already launching and playing. Like I saw some footage of that already. Like it's there, it's functional. So yeah, it's insane, dude. And like the whole lineup of the games that will be released in the future, like it's pretty, like I can imagine how shitty it is, especially all of this in the year when with all the layoffs and everything. Like yeah, there's gonna be probably some heads rolling there with this. Nasty Portable, I see. And also, like, the annoying part is that because of that, now it's also gonna already, like, some of the studios moving, like, QA and everyone, like, you know, a lot of people being moved back to the office and stuff, too. Because it obviously always, like, gets blamed, which, I mean, probably quite often it is not false, though, blamed for the lack of security for, like, people working from home and everything. Happened to Nintendo and Capcom all hands on deck to discuss every league detail. Well, I mean, people weren't really, like, posting a lot of footage. Well, I mean, it is being posted online anyway, right? A lot of stuff being posted on, like, kind of Western sites, too. It's mostly was because of the private information. Like, people try to avoid to discuss that stuff. The news outlets, I mean, I guess. Could be. But I mean, people also, like, kind of like, when GTA was leaked, I think people also were going about it for a while. When the GTA, like, the engine stuff, whatever was kind of, like, leaked there. The early videos and everything. Yeah, everyone was also discussing that. It's like this time, like, just like because of such a crazy damage that it does, people trying to kind of avoid that. It also got kind of like a little not the best timing, and yeah, the GTA guy actually gonna be living in the hospital for the rest of his life. Well, I mean, he apparently like even like said that if they let him out, he will continue doing that. So probably wasn't the best statement in his life, I guess. A dude wasn't mentally well, seemingly, so probably for the better. Probably for better for everyone. Indefinite until not a threat. Well, yeah, I don't think it's kind of like gonna be like completely the life. Yeah, they usually like keep you there for some time until like they decide if it's safe, because they even like let out some of like the serial killers and everything eventually. Happened. Happened to that guy? Well, the guy was just kind of mentally ill or something. The one who hacked GTA and everything. So they found him, they got him, and I think he even like literally said that, you know, as soon as he's out, he's just gonna continue doing the same. So they decided that he might be not exactly well. So he's gonna be in the life in the hospital, not in just hospital, but in mental institution, basically. But yeah, I think it's kind of like it's fine to report on such things, but yeah, you probably don't want to go in detail too much just to not spoil people who don't want to be spoiled. Like, I saw the whole lineup that they're gonna be releasing, and we discussed it before too, so like you can just easily find it if needed. But I guess for some people it might be important, so yeah, just like the fact should be highlighted though, that it happened, that you know, that the hacks and stuff like this happens. People should know and everything, but details already like not necessarily should go in the super mainstream media. Especially screenshots, you know, videos and everything. Problem with spoiling Fallout 4, the whole story, yeah. Yeah, that like the Kotaku's still not getting anything from Bethesda apparently, yeah. Apparently Bethesda got so mad at them that they're not getting anything. Now, no review keys, no interviews, nothing. See, Portable, I see. I was already arrested at home, alright. Yeah, people be reporting on that stuff. Yeah, it's just like the magazines and stuff, they kind of try to... Well, I guess Kotaku also did that back then, right? But I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. Like, the thing is, like, here it's not just the leak, you know, as in... like, well, there's like screenshots and stuff. There's like, you know, literally like the demo and everything. there's actually already like the copyright takedowns going. Like if someone somehow downloaded it, then yeah, depending on where you live, you might get in trouble there, just like people did back in the day with the Legend of Zelda release leaked, right? People getting fucked over that. See, it's like a little different scale, I guess, also of things. Like there's literally like playable version that people playing on PC, by the way, which is also probably not something Sony will be happy about, right? Since they're gonna be like doing it as an exclusive and stuff, and then it's already like known that it's gonna be, you know, on PC eventually. It already runs on PC even. So that is just in general like very disastrous thing. That is just a very disastrous one. But yeah, I do think that things like this should be reported anyway, though. I just need to kind of put, you know, like the spoiler tags and everything for those who want to see. But yeah, it is really fucked up though. Like people gonna suffer. Oh, not sure, Daniel. Probably like a couple more hours or something. Still not working there? Damn. Maybe it's like the bank already like limiting or something. Not sure. I guess like one went through and then they decided there's something sus going on there, you know, maybe. Maybe something like that. Or PayPal or someone. Could be that, could be that. Thank you, man, though. Thank you. That already was very generous, dude. Huh? That already was very generous. See, could be. Yeah, I mean, since then we got one. Zappers donated, so I guess it should be kind of fine on the service side. Probably. Hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. Hard to say. Thank you, man, though. Thank you. That's very nice of you. PlayStation 5 sales surpass 50 million units since the console launched in November 2020. And yeah, apparently like most of it probably was pretty much kinda, yeah. Roughly 10 million more consoles were sold in just the last 4 to 5 months. So they be pumping, dude. Huh? Holiday season likely big contributor to this bump. Well, I guess like all the Black Friday sales and everything. So yeah, that is indeed quite something. That is quite something. Yeah, like how like the PlayStation's a recap of the year says that they like, you know, like not afraid of taking like some you know, ballsy risky decisions, and like, bro, what did you do even this year? What did you even do outside of like the sequel to the well-known franchise? Not sure. Doesn't seem too risky there. Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick steps down next week. Bobby is gone. The thing is, like, nothing really gonna change though. Nothing's really probably gonna change. Yeah, well, he was kinda... It became the definition, the face of the modern industry, I guess, and where it's rolling and where it's going. But I feel like when it's even gonna be out, nothing's gonna change. Yeah, there always needs to be a Bobby, you know. Yeah, always another one. There is always another one. Someone else gets the Soul Stone. Yeah, I mean, the Activision in general kind of like, you know, went ham, I would say, like considering he's like for 30 years around. Like in last 30 years, look at them go, man. Look at them go. The Call of Duty alone is already insane. Bethesda outlines 2024 plans for Starfield, including expanded ship customization and more. But the game is perfect, man. They still work on it. It's actually not that perfect in the end, eh? Adding new ways to travel. For all those who love shipbuilding, we'll also be expanding on ship customization with ship decorations, new shipbuilding options, and more. Adding all new gameplay options. With these new settings, you'll be able to alter your gameplay to allow for an easier and more challenging experience that will expand beyond our normal difficulty setting. These will also allow you to easily customize carry capacity. That's pretty nice, alright. Cargo access distance, that's also good. Ship damage, vendor credits, how you suffer afflictions, new survival mechanics, and more. These updates will be rolling out in February, with the team targeting updates roughly every 6 weeks. Alright, what did they do there? 13 million players played Starfield. Infinite universes. Yeah, Daniel, I did enjoy it. It was fun. It was a long run too, but yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be returning anytime soon for sure. Should be some Giga DLCs and Giga mods probably for me to actually consider. 40 hours average playtime per player. Yeah, I played for 100, like 80 or something. 160 for sure. The most dangerous faction, Ecliptic. 12 million deaths. And Arsh, 1,712,000 deaths. Who even dies to those, dude? How? Favorite meal battle meal multi-pack because odds carry weight, dude. Probably. Beowulf, most trusted weapon. Sense Star Stuff, most used power because it's the only useful power, I guess. 1,631 Starborn players, 5,178 crossings of the Unity. I mean, if you crossed in the Unity, you're already kind of Starborn, though. So what's the difference there? Zero, I see. Like, what's the difference there? Like, basically become... Well, I mean, you can kind of, like, not go into the Starborn. But, like, that many people... It's like 5 million, like, you know, finished the game, and 1,600,000 did the final step. That's some PPG numbers, dude. Or do they mean like a lot of playthroughs or something? I don't know. Because like the Unity, you already kind of like, that's the ending. And then past ending, New Game Plus, I guess you press. You don't even press, you really kind of just get spawned in the New Game Plus, I guess. And you become Starborn. So like people just kind of like stop one step away, I guess. I don't know. Not sure what it does, but yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably like after the credits, people just kind of close the game pretty much, and that's it. Then they don't count as Starborn, maybe? The day before, servers will turn off next month as developer Fantastic ceases operations. Damn, and this one is gone completely now. Insane. Development company officially ceased operation. Day before will be retired and the servers will be turned off on 22nd January 2024. Maybe, Gustavonia, maybe, yeah. Day before joining Anthem there, yeah. Refunds for all game purchases. Any players that have not already had their purchase refunded, Steam will now proactively refund all remaining players. Wait, proactively refund? So they're gonna force refund on you? Man, people want it for collection. Like Scalper's selling this for $200 now or something, apparently. South Park Snow Day trailer reveals March release date. March 26th, actually. 4-player cooperative adventure. Yeah, the cooperative part, kinda whatever, I guess. Whatever, I guess. Solo experience with AI allies. Alright. It's a bit little.
What are you suggesting, Elf? Stan has been acting strange ever since he thought his version of the rules were best. I was gearing up my army to get to him and force him to talk to me to see what he was up to. But then the new kids
Got some like stick of truth sort of thing there.
This storm isn't going to end, and our town is in serious trouble.
Stay back! We're out of stuff!
Then we have no choice. New kid, we must get to the Marshwalker. Stand.
Hey, new kids!
I'm gonna be king. You chose the wrong side.
And the co-op stuff, then the cards. There it is.
Ha! The new kids are dead! No!
Finish the quest. Get powered up. And stop embarrassing me. Beep. I cast a spell. Your health is back to 100. Get the fuck up. God, I have to do everything around here.
Så just det vad jag säger. Kinda. But yeah, this is the co-op stuff, so that's gonna be like a different story there. Gonna be the different story with this one because of the co-op and everything. No, co-op part. Don't really care too much, so whatever. The Fractured Butthole I still haven't played either, so you know, whatever. Hello neighbor, a label, a tiny build that lays off entire versus evil publisher stuff. So yeah, that is a weird one. 10 wonderful years versus evil is shutting its doors. So they like bought the publisher bought the publisher, and now is gonna be gone. When did they get them? Doesn't see here. I think they got them like in 2 years ago or something. Don't see the important info here. Maybe Zappers, maybe. So yeah, more layoffs, dude. The whole studio gone. Which, I mean, they bought the publisher. You know, why publisher would own the publisher? So they're just gonna take over probably all their projects, and these guys all, you know, get fired. That's pretty much it, seems like. Hello, hello. How we doing, man? Tiny Bill not feeling good in general this year? True, yeah. That is true. Laying off the entire team. There's Broken Roads, for example, being published by them. I wonder how that will work then. How's it going, Lova? How's life? Yeah, the Gigacorp farm, man. Yeah, also, like, you can always, like, tell too. Well, yeah, the community manager, Resonance TV, so I assume also someone gave up on streaming or something, pretty much, and then, you know, you still get fucked in a different way. That doesn't sound nice. Silio, I see. Nice. Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing pretty good. Getting ready for some New Year's, for some celebrations. California State's Activision Blizzard lawsuit ends with a $55 million settlement. Publisher claims CRD withdrew its allegations. CRD tells us it is still finalizing documentations. So they still be going. A document signed by both parties in which the two agree that no court or independent investigation has substantiated any of the claims regarding systemic or widespread sexual harassment in Activision Blizzard. An Activision Blizzard executive ignoring, condoning, or tolerating harassment, retaliation, or discrimination. Mishandling by Activision Blizzard's board of directors, including CEO Bobby Kotick, regarding instances of workplace misconduct. Yeah, so like they didn't do it. They didn't do it to such extent that they're ready to pay $50 million. So, you know, it will be said that they didn't do it. Classic, dude. Classic. Probably still gonna have some 500, probably. Don't have holidays. Well, the New Year's at least. New Year's at least you're gonna have, right? At least something. Embracer extends credit and loan agreements amid ongoing restructure. Company has agreed to pay $254.1 million to banks by January 2025 as it continues to decrease its debt. So like Embracer managed to get into the balls deep in the loan there too, I guess. Main loan provider agreed to extend until May 2025 with combined nominal value of $166 million. Quarterly minimum payments from quarter 1 24-25 running up to January 2025. Total minimum prepayments will be $254 million. You're pleased to further strengthen Embracer's financial flexibility. Damn, son. Which also demonstrates the confidence that our main banks and financial institutions have in our financial profile and strategy. So like, you know, getting balls deep in debt, now called strengthening your financial flexibility. Alright. As part of the ongoing restructuring program, we have the ambition to reduce debt, both on the gross and net debt level. This credit and loan extension is aligned with our own agenda and puts us in a stronger position as we transition from heavy investment mode to highly cash flow generative business. I see how it is now, how it's called. 1st and 2nd of January on the holidays, I see. Well, at least something. That's at least something. At least a couple of days, huh? So from the acquisitions and investments, highly a cash flow generative business, I see. At least getting a couple of days there. Could be just one, could be just one. A Godus and Godus Wars removed from Steam. 22 Cans blames decision to hold PC sales of game on an upcoming Amazon Web Services technical change. Molineux keeps delivering, man, I say. Did an upcoming technical change to Amazon Web Services affecting our ability to serve necessary game files to new users? The titles are to be withdrawn from the Steam store. Ah, that's the real reason, I see. Godus has a mostly negative review rating with 25% of reviewers giving the game a thumbs up, while Godus Wars reviews are overwhelmingly negative with 14% giving thumbs up. Godus continues to be available on mobile, where 22 Cans founder Peter Molineux told us in October it is performing really well. Son. On mobiles, Kamazing continues. 3D Realms and Sleepgate Ironworks reportedly see layoffs. Nearly half of staffers were cut, says Apogee Entertainment and 3D Realms founder Scott Miller. And another one. Several sources told me this bad news. Sorry to hear about another drop of the X by Embracer Group. This time landing on Danish 3D Realms. This one hits me hard because I worked with the new 3D Realms from 2014 up until when they were bought out by Embracer 2.5 years ago. He added that more sources told him that at least half the company, Sleepgate, Ironworks and 3D Realms were laid off. At least half. Embracer spokesperson said we do not comment on rumors or speculation. We'll see about that. That does sound... I mean, I don't know. 3D Realms seems kind of like they do already, though. Like, with all the boomer shooters, they mostly kind of, like, nailing it pretty good. But maybe not good enough or something. Everyone gets the axe there. And more. Tencent closes shop on Team Kaiju. The US studio was dissolved as many of its members were moved to other projects. Another one. Oh yeah, Kingpin was Sleepgate Ironworks actually, true. Yeah, apparently that one was really bad. Judging by reviews at least, that looked pretty bad. True. US Studio was established back in 2020, had been working on AAA multiplayer title, and was overseen by former Halo and Battlefield leads Rosie Zagorcheva and Scott Warner. With the closure of Team Kaiju, the unannounced game project was also cancelled. Oof. Dude, it's like brutal though. Like three years. Like imagine how much money you already like invested into that shit, and it just gets like poof. Like, holy man. Amount of like work, amount of time, amount of money invested, and it's just like gone forever. Okay, maybe they will use like some of the like assets and everything for it, of course, but like still, like, oof, man. Activision Blizzard to end hybrid work for QA employees. ABK Workers Alliance calls the decision harmful, while the company says staffers work best in person. And another one. And another one. Organization released a statement. Job security of many QA employees was already on shaky ground due to an announcement of hybrid work earlier this year. Since then, hundreds of employees have been in correspondence with the accommodations team to try to receive permanent work from home arrangements due to disability, financial issues, or other factors. Peace on prayer. Happy holidays to you too, man. How are you doing? Many of these requests have been outright denied, and many more have been offered in-office accommodations that do not adequately meet the needs of employees. This resulted in many employees being forced out of the company in a soft layoff. It is our belief that the removal of hybrid work will result in many more employees being forced out of the company and into desperate situation. Probably. The Alliance added that one-size-fits-all mandate harms the firm, products, players, and staffers. Activision Blizzard spokesperson made decision to move from a hybrid work schedule to a full-time in-office working model for Activision QA in Minneapolis, Austin, and El Segundo to foster a best-in-class QA function and best deliver for our players, to take our support for employees with disabilities, differing abilities, mental health requirements, and changing medical needs seriously. Cool story, bro. Nice, Opera, nice. Sounds good. The C portable, I see, alright. See. Twitch sees a 3% decrease in viewership for November. Damn, son. The month hit the most daily hours watched since April, while Diablo 4 led new game debut views during 2023. Damn, Diablo was pumping this year. Insane. Alright, let's look the whole year. League of Legends mostly watched. GTA, Valorant, Minecraft, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, Dota 2, Fortnite, World of Warcraft, Apex. I see. Most viewed least on the streaming platform, Diablo 4 led the group. Damn, more than Hogwarts and Baldur's Gate. Holy shit, alright. Alrighty, portable, alrighty. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Merry Christmas to you too. See ya, dude. See ya. Let's see what I see. Dread the daily demo they have to go back to office full time. Yeah, that would be insane, man. Can't imagine. Can't imagine. Twitch is closing out 2023 on a high note with daily hours watched peak compared to the last 2 quarters. The highlights include Kai Cenat breaking XQC's 3-year streak as most watched streamer, Iron Mouse breaking Amouranth's 2-year run as top female streamer, and Diablo 4 dominating the Twitch chart for new game debuts. So the VTubers are already overtaking Coomers, I see. Big takeaway is that as other platforms pursue top talent, you can never predict who will be the unofficial face of a brand. Yes, but yeah, well, I mean, it's also a huge fucking franchise, though, that's the thing. So, a lot of people, like the Blizzard games on Twitch in general have like this like kind of special place, I guess. Probably because, you know, like a lot of like early Twitch content was basically like World of Warcraft and everything, right? And then like StarCraft esports, and then like Hearthstone pretty much like gave birth even to some of the streamers, right? Like, so where the Force and even started and everything, for example. So like a lot of big games on the platform are Blizzard, and a lot of people on the platform, you know, are basically enjoyers of those games. And Diablo, yeah, Diablo is the name, I guess, in the industry. So despite the game being the game is not exactly the super top tier. I mean, it's decent, right? But like, as an action RPG with seasons and stuff, yeah, it's not exactly the super top tier. But I guess also some people farmed it every like the season starts. Also, like all the action RPG enjoyers like did multiple returns to Diablo 4. Release was huge, so that kind of all adds up. That was already like what? We're in the which second season now? Yeah, so it's like already 2 season starts with some people hopping in on the train. So they did go quite big there. I suppose Call of Duty is kind of like that low there. But I guess. But yeah, drops do be also helping, that's for sure. Year numbers 2023, and let's see. Global games market value, $184 billion, with mobile games being half of it. I see. And the browser PC games still alive there, somehow. Boxed versus digital. Physical game 10 billion, digital game 174 billion. Holy, alright. 95% digital already. That's PC though. No, PC boxed is 99% digital, alright. Console market 8317. The best-selling games of the year in the United States. Hogwarts, Call of Duty, Zelda, Spider-Man, Madden, Diablo 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So the previous one is still up there, like you mentioned, dude. Like the amount of money this shit is pumping. Like the new game was just out recently in its second in the whole year. And the previous one from the previous year is still like, you know, there. Right behind, like, you know, the biggest game on Twitch, for example. And like way higher than Starfield, for example, too. It's impressive, eh? Like Baldur's Gate nowhere to be found here also, for example. UK also Hogwarts, FIFA, of course. Zelda, Super Mario, or previous FIFA also pumping hard, I see. Mario Kart, Marvel, Spider-Man. Damn, Call of Duty in the UK is not really like that popular. Huh. Best selling in Japan. It owns Nintendo galore there, right? Almost Nintendo alone. Yeah, the Momotaro Dentetsu. There you go. Something we don't even know. In Final Fantasy. True Entropy, true. Not completely false. I greet you today, by the way, sir. Hello, man, hello. Merry Christmas. I do agree. Mobile market. Top game publishers, Tencent, Activision, Blizzard, actually. Worldwide, mobile. Well, it's probably like because of the king, not exactly Activision Blizzard. Hey, Sacred. The hello. Playrix, NetEase, MiHoYo already going ham 2 on their own. Top games, yeah, the Genshin on the top 3 there. Top countries, US, China, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan. Top games publishers by worldwide downloads. They have Embracer there even, huh? Probably, Pinchrovi, probably. Top games, Garena Free Fire, again. Subway Surfer, Roblox, Ludo King, Candy Crush Saga. Well, that's why Blizzard is on the list there. Top countries by downloads, India, US, Brazil, Indonesia, Russia. Damn, son. Real tournament soundtrack indeed, eh? Top 2023 releases, Monopoly Go. Damn, bigger than Honkai Star Rail. Actually send me like the sponsored invitation. Fuck 'em. Nope. Monster Hunter now. No idea this one actually. No clue how that works. Honkai stream when? I mean, I did already. For like 2 months pretty much. Until Diablo arrived. When Diablo arrived, I already couldn't like grind 2 games at the same time. So I did Honkai. And most covered games is Starfield, 53,000 articles. Damn, son. Diablo 51, The Legend of Zelda. Fortnite, Cyberpunk, Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, Minecraft, Baldur's Gate, League, Mortal Kombat, Destiny, Genshin getting covered more, or less rather. Overwatch also, and Elden Ring. Damn, Elden Ring dying. Dead game. The most covered companies: Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, Activision Blizzard. Well, I mean, because of the acquisition, there was a lot of it in the, Electronic Arts. What was even Electronic Arts doing this year, really? So they got like some coverage there. The fuck? Epic Games, Twitch, Bethesda. Yeah, this not sure. Yeah, just like footprints. Not sure exactly. Wouldn't be surprised if it's just kind of like they do like Google request and then like, just like put how many results were found or something. Probably like a little more deep than that, but still. Top 10 games on TikTok. Pog, Fortnite, GTA, Roblox, Minecraft, FIFA, Genshin Impact, Call of Duty, another FIFA, Mortal Kombat 1, a Marvel Spider-Man. I see, Steve, I see. Yeah, I don't think they produce like that much, coverage-worthy materials, to be honest, this year. Most viewed game trailers, well, GTA 6, of course, Call of Duty, League of Legends, Heartsteel music video, Honkai Star Rail Bilo trailer, Marathon reveal trailer, damn son. Out of nowhere, Call of Duty Modern Warfare a music video, EVE Online, damn son. Bilo trailer of all things, yeah. Marvel Spider-Man. Well, I mean, it also kind of depends, I guess, how like the YouTube algorithm and stuff, will just like serve it. Top YouTube influencers. Damn son. Cypher PK, Lanky Box, Humor, and Lannis Life of Mao Morelia. Like, don't know. I guess Cypher PK I heard before. That's pretty much it. Games played 25. Videos 664. Holy shit. It's like 2 videos per day. Well, this is even more dang there. 136 games at least. And some variety there. Compot. Damn, son. 1 game. 325 videos. That's how you farm, man. That's how you farm. And one name you don't recognize there? Damn, Sok is a YouTube connoisseur there. I see how it is. True love, true. Shaken by SMH. Bad statistics. Yeah, FIFA is Christmas #1. UK box charts. Hogwarts is still there too, also. Oh yeah, the Avatar is already out of top 10. All right, last week was debuted and already out of top 10. Oof. Oof. I guys heard like Cypher PK before somewhere, but yeah, the rest I don't even know. But I don't really watch YouTube anyway, so. Consumer spending on VR content dipped by 10% in 2023. A report says headset sales during the year also fell by 24% as the Meta Quest 3, PSVR 2 and Pico 4 underperformed. Well, VR is not looking too good now, by the looks of it, because there is also like Microsoft pulls the plug on Windows Mixed Reality. Drop plans for HoloLens 3. So this already gone. When has it looked good? Well, before it was looking alright. Everyone was kind of going ham with that. And looks like now it's over. Well, not over, but yeah. Gonna be... we'll need some recover. We'll need to recover from that. Then there is another one. Firewall Studio First Contact shuts down, and developer says lack of support for VR was deciding factor. So that one is also gone. There's a AAA VR game developer who are just not able to justify the expense needed to go in forward. I'm extremely proud of the team and grateful to our investors, our partners, and of course our community of dedicated and passionate players. And this one is gone too. Group entropy true. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it was at some point it was kind of looking good with like the Quest, for example, when it was out and everything. It was kind of looking okay because Quest was like, you know, going towards the budget direction and convenience direction, and there were like some games there and stuff also coming out, you know, around that time. And when the Index was out also with Alex, everyone was kind of pogging and stuff. But then, you know, direction kind of changed different way because Next Quest already got more expensive and the game releases kind of got only less since then. Like all the big releases, big names almost kind of disappeared. The only ones that did happen were pretty much Sony ones, right? And Sony just keeps their shit on PSVR exclusive, so like you already have like exclusivity of the console that not a lot of people are ready to deal with, right? Financially and stuff. And then you add on exclusivity of the console, you also add exclusivity of having a pretty expensive device on top of that. And yeah, of course you're gonna have like pretty shitty player base there. Yes, Entropy, I see. Yeah, exclusivity and stuff is probably like a huge issue there. It's like you already have like a very like small niche market, right? And on top of that, you also separate that audience by having like all these different platforms and stuff. Yeah, it only makes it worse. China to ban some monetization and engagement tactics in games. Daily login rewards, loot boxes for miners, auctions for in-game items among the prohibited mechanisms. Spending limits also imposed. I mean, yeah, low-key, that is actually based, dude. A new draft rules ban a swath of common mechanisms in games, including daily login rewards, bonuses for first-time spenders, incentives to spend repeatedly on a game. Something about them backpedaling after the stocks fell? Haven't heard about that. I don't think the government gives a shit though. Like the studios maybe got like mad at them, but well, actually, let's see what else was there. Lootbox researcher Leon Zhao has also noted that one of the new requirements is that games with loot boxes must allow users to purchase the specific item they want directly as well. Additionally, should a game shut down, unspent currency must be refunded to players in real money at the rate it was originally purchased at. Man, that's actually giga-based, dude, huh? Prohibited from offering loot boxes to minors or allowing for in-game items to be auctioned or used in speculative assets. Games will need to impose spending limits on players, while publishers will be required to run older servers for Chinese games in China. That is less based, but overall that do be happening though. Like some countries do like to have the information of their users, their citizens, to be on the territory of the country. Tencent shares dropped as much as 16% and NetEase shares were down up to 25% after the rules were released. Not necessarily the regulation itself, it's the policy risk that is too high. People had thought this kind of risk should have been over and had started to look at fundamentals again. It hurts confidence a lot. But yeah, that is these things are actually kind of good though. The predatory shit like that should be limited, especially towards minors for sure. No, there's the contrast for you there. Epic Games Store to host blockchain games rated adults only. Titles that use NFT technology and meet the guidelines are the only exception to the age rating. Epic Games Store doesn't normally carry games rated adults only. It will make an exception for titles that only receive the label due to the use of blockchain technology. Update on Epic's developer site still notes that these games must comply with the blockchain and general guidelines. Games, for example, cannot facilitate gambling and link to NFT marketplaces. Epic's updated policy also resulted in it relisting Gods Unchained and Striker Manager 3. As a technology, blockchain is just a distributed transactional database with a decentralized business model that incentivizes investment in hardware to expand database's capacity. As utility, whether or not a particular use of it succeeds or fails. I mean, sure, technology is good, but why would you promote, you know, like the shitty applications of that technology, though? Like, sure, do something good with it and put it on your platform. Fine. But why promoting that, though? You were never supposed to be a pacifist in Fallout. Yeah, the Team Kane still pumping some of the insane YouTube blogs. Need to watch that stuff. The recent video uploaded to YouTube, one of creators of Fallout franchise, the ever-transparent Team Kane, stressed that the concept of a pacifist playthrough was included in the original Fallout 1997 by mistake. But the game's leadership team liked the idea so much that they decided to keep working on it. Is it just through stealth or something? Pretty much. He's an advocate for this style of play, and that when he was building games, he tried to make sure that this concept was always present. True, I like that. In Fallout, it makes things a little tougher, as there are so many situations that will require you to rely on combat and the brutal slaughter. It was accidental in Fallout. We'd designed the game and done the main quest and all that. At one point, I believe someone on QA said, you know, you can play without killing anybody. It turned out it was a side effect of most of the dialogue playthroughs not resulting in anyone dying. It was then supported by the wider team, and a few tweaks were made to increase the possibility of undertaking a full pacifist run end to end. Since then, every Fallout game has had the potential to support a pacifist playthrough. I mean, yeah, I guess this with stealth and stuff, though. But true, it's nice. It would be nicer though if you could if that way of playthrough would be like more fleshed out though, like not just, you know, like stealth to avoid killing stuff, to avoid fight, but like, you know, more like dialogue solutions and everything. Now that would be nice. Now that would be nice. Sony patent aims to change game difficulty in real time as you play. Kinda not a huge fan of that stuff. Adaptive difficulty calibration for skills-based activities in virtual environments. Use graceful algorithms to assess how a user is playing and dealing with certain mechanics, elements, and circumstances. It will then adjust the difficulty by making those elements harder or easier to handle to encourage the player to stay engaged for longer, avoiding frustration or a feeling that the game is just too easy. Instead of picking traditional difficulty setting, the algorithms detailed in the patent would be dynamic, offering every player a tailored experience that's best suited to them. It would make it almost impossible for an outsider to gauge how difficult a game is before they buy it, as it would ultimately be different for everyone. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Oh, they play like in general in many games. Collect store data as user plays one or more games. Generate and evaluate game performance data, change difficulty parameters, update difficulty parameters. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the concept because, you know, like, yeah, sure, sometimes you can struggle with the game, but sometimes, you know, that's kind of the point. You just want to get good, so you might be stuck somewhere. Like, I think it's okay when it asks you, like, oh, do you want to get your difficulty adjusted? So if someone is kind of struggling and wants to make it easier, sure, they can agree. But sometimes you kind of, you know, you struggle, but you want to struggle to get good and to overcome the struggle, not to, you know, make it easier. That's why I kind of don't really like this, like, dynamic shit, really. I want to suffer, yeah. Resident Evil does that for years now. There are some, like, the dynamic difficulty things, yeah. There are some games like that, I think. Hey, Doom Hamster. Like, I think sometimes it might be alright. It might be also alright, like, to define what kind of difficulty you want, right? So, like, it gives you some stuff, it sees how you perform, and sets the difficulty after that. But, like, the point, yeah, the point where I think it kind of might be failing is when, yeah, when you kind of, like, just get stuck somewhere and it thinks that it's time to decrease the difficulty. That I don't like. Like, in general, adjusting, I guess, good. Especially since there is no, like, maybe there is no, you know, pre-set difficulty that you choose, but you kind of, like, start playing and it defines it for you. That is good. That might be good. And again, also, you might be, like, playing differently, you know, like, maybe you just kind of want to chill and don't want to, like, do things in some particular way. You just want to, like, mess around and do some, like, a random, like, side quest or something, for example. Or you distracted and, like, I don't know, like, talking on the phone or in general just kind of, like, doing something at the same time, like, working or whatever. So you constantly, like, pause or, like, can, like, lose focus and just die all the time or something. Like, you know, there are, like, different factors there usually. It was recently revealed by ex-Obsidian Chief Creative Officer Chris Avellone. If things had aligned a little differently, Elder Scrolls would have its rendition of Fallout New Vegas. Do the opposite, how so? The increasing the difficulty? This was claimed on Twitter by Chris Avellone, who left Obsidian back in 2015. He stressed that he pitched various concepts to Bethesda game studios for Elder Scrolls, particularly spin-off titles that would fill the gap between games, much like New Vegas did between Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Considering it's Bethesda, the gaps are, like, you know, like, huge. He'll explain any division of working similarly to Treyarch and Activision's Call of Duty games, which loop around each other and had their own storylines and settings, but ultimately populated the same universe. Said that his plan would have seen Bethesda Game Studios release a core game, and the next release would be a spin-off Elder Scrolls title in some same world or a divergent timeline era. Seems like something like that would be paying off dividends about now, given that the last major Elder Scrolls title was Skyrim, which was released in 2011. Likely we won't see another Elder Scrolls game for a while. Yeah, I feel like it's part of the... I don't exactly know, though. I feel like it might be, like, the management, maybe Todd or someone. Like, they really are, just as Todd, I think, said once, they really don't like different, you know, perspectives and takes in their stuff. Like, we do that, we are right, and we don't give a shit. With Starfield, they got reality checked now on that. But I think before, it was kind of like, yeah... a little bit of, like, this, like, the pride thing or something, I guess. Like, they didn't want to... Well, first of all, they never really even, like, acknowledged, you know, the classic Fallouts and how good they are. Same with New Vegas also. Like, Fallout 76 is the first game that has some sort of connection with classic Fallouts, even. In the rest of the games, they kind of, like, never happened, you know. No one knows what happened before. Yeah, now they have the live service, yeah. Now they have Elder Scrolls Online, now they have Fallout 76 to fill the gaps. I think Elder Scrolls Online kind of does it all right, I guess. 76 not exactly. Like, 76 had, like, 2 like decently sized like story bits in 5 years. Well, Elder Scrolls Online gets the stuff pumped like every year or something. And, you know, the quality also of the Fallout 76 like story content wasn't like, I mean, it was okay, I guess. It was alrighty. It was alrighty. But it's also kind of like completely, except for Brotherhood of Steel. Like Brotherhood of Steel 76 piece of content was actually decent because that was actually the one that connects with the first game. But also the only reason it does, because like it was just way too much question marking. Like what fucking Brotherhood, dude? Like the game is like before Fallout 1, where the Brotherhood came from. So they just like, you know, went and explained and put the explanation into, you know, like the sort of story free expansion, free content in Fallout 76. Kind of okay one, actually. Wasn't too bad. I like it. It was alrighty and kind of explains things to some extent at least. So not too bad. Not too bad. But they also can like always, whenever there is like some sort of connection, they always try to like, you know, like use this connection as like, well, that happened and, you know, forget about it. Like, and disconnect. Same here, they kind of connected the Fallout 1 Brotherhood with 76 Brotherhood, but also like through this quest line, like it explains how they even, you know, were created in Fallout 76 timeline. And then it also like instantly like, cuts the connection. So it's like, oh, well, this Brotherhood is its own Brotherhood now. They like not connected with the original one by any means. Even though actually I don't remember. I think if you take one of the outcomes, maybe it does get connected though. I'm not sure. I did only one. Like obviously, like it's like one character, right? I did one pick in the storyline with Brotherhood. Maybe if you take another one, maybe then it gets more connection with the original Fallout. Yeah, window, yeah. So they kind of do have that, but I think it's also kind of like appeals to different audiences, though. Like New Vegas was good in that sense because it's kind of like separate game. They sold it. They sold DLCs to it and stuff, right? Like I think from like the business perspective, that is amazing. Like you have a franchise that is like nice. You have like a lot of people. Like you have Obsidian is a good studio, right? Overall, like they basically have like a whole bunch of like RPG bangers there. Like just let them cook, you know. Give them your franchises, what that you're not doing anything with. Let them make something. You get money, you know. Franchise get content. Fans get games. Obsidian gets like some also extra money and recognition. Everyone's happy. Yes, we are soon already. Actually, maybe actually in like 15 minutes or so. Maybe. Not that much left in terms of news. Battlefield franchise up to 0% off. Yeah, my favorite discounts there. Hell yeah, Love, hell yeah. Get on it. Original Resident Evil director not interested in returning, eh? Feels bad, man. Shinji Mikami, director of original Resident Evil, is reportedly uninterested in coming back to the franchise. Do it, Leo, we have some time. Do it. We will be doing it on the weekends now. We'll be back to it. Mikami made the statement during a live talk that also involved Hideki Kamiya. Kamiya is likely best known for directing the original Resident Evil 2. I think at this point Kamiya is already kind of like more known for like Platinum games rather than Resident Evil. Kamiya was very nervous to be on stage with Mikami-san and respects him a lot. Kamiya said Mikami taught him all he knows. Mikami is not interested in working in the Resident Evil series again. Kamiya still hoped that DMC1 would have remained the Resident Evil game, but he said the change helped him to come up with new concepts that went into the game. Kamiya wants to make Beautiful Joe 3, and Mikami and Kamiya would like to see a new Okami game. Kamiya failed at the Resident Evil 1.5, but Mikami still gave him another chance and let him direct Resident Evil 2, which was a key point in his career. Mikami said Piano 3 took about half a year to make and God Hand took about 1 year to make. They didn't mention a Dino Crisis at all. Damn, son. Important notes there. Important notes. Not false, Steve, not false. That's not false. That's not false. Damn, there you go. Any businessmen. Scalpers are selling the day before for $200. Damn, son. Any collectors? Any collectors there? Godhand took 1 year, yeah. Imagine. You can get yourself a collectible there. Ah, there we go. Fallout 76 map expansion coming late 2024. Fallout 76 will roll out a new map expansion sometime later in 2024, according to a new official blog, and a concrete release date was not confirmed. However, the blog does announce this map expansion will explore Virginia into the wooded heartland of Shenandoah Mountain. Be accompanied by a new questline as well as more factions and rewards. And we'll see, we'll see. Might be interesting, might be interesting. There's some dinkness going on there for sure. Slow to get in the song together, yeah. But again, it's like, it's so like, you know, disconnected from the rest of the games that you don't even feel like it fills any gaps. It's just kind of like its own thing completely. Like stylistically, story-wise, you know, it's its own thing. I mean, not a bad thing, right? But like, it would be kind of nice to have like more, like, I don't know, like to get like more like story lore bits in, you know. Some fan service, you know, not just visual fan service, but you know, kind of like the world and story wise. Sunset Overdrive made Insomniac just $567 of profit. Damn, value. Corpa. So they got this info there. Development Sunset Overdrive cost $42,682,135. The game sold 1,898,433 units for a total of $49,737,133. That's not a huge difference, and after cost has been divided, considering it also co-developed between IG and Blind Squirrel Games, Insomniac made a total of $567 from Sunset Overdrive's entire lifecycle. Testament of the fact that the game has to typically sell exorbitant amount for the development studio to make back what it often invests in creating it. Perhaps that's why Insomniac pivoted to being a Marvel studio. That's where the money is. True. That is true. I'm surprised that's that much for like Sunset Overdrive. That's great. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just already like unhealthy, you know, trend in game development that way. I feel like... Costs have been divided. For Sony acquisition, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Not sure. That's kinda weird one. On the Xbox launch titles, yeah. Yeah, I think it was more of an Xbox thing, yeah. More popular, more connected with the Xbox rather than Sony or something. Yeah, don't get this though, like it was co-developed, so they got split the costs, alright? And then they made 567. So like they split the costs, but they also split the profits, I assume, right? Or did they like ended up like most of the costs ended up to, Insomniac and Profits, they split already, and these guys took like these guys managed to get less expenses, less costs, and made more profit. Well, Insomniac got less because it's still, you know, like 7 mil, right? So somehow these guys managed to get most of it, I guess. I don't know how it works exactly. Maybe if that's like, I mean, it's probably like the leak stuff, so like not gonna be going deep into that, but that's just kind of, I don't understand the math there. Then like, if anything, that just means that they weren't optimal with their expenses then. And I think that's what we're gonna be seeing a lot. Like the budgets are getting bloated so hard that, yeah, if you don't sell a crazy amount, you just kind of like flop. Get laid off and everything. Managers taking big cut, yeah. Entire life cycle, yeah. Could be, Steve, could be, yeah. Nice, Love, nice. Yeah, see you on time. You are in time. Former CDPR devs working on Dark Fantasy RPG, report claims. And another one. Team which has experience working on the likes of Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 is reportedly crafting a dark fantasy RPG set in a huge open world. Oh, our favorite. Our favorite. Yeah, we already have Gord from the ex-CDPR devs. That went well. Almost 2 years since Rebel Wolves went public, and since then very little has been revealed. With the kickoff on AAA IP story-driven saga for PCs and next-gen consoles. Man, I wouldn't even like, I don't know, I wouldn't even want to go into something like that, like in development like that. You just kind of like, you know, make the studio and you instantly like, well, we're gonna make some giga open world, huge AAA IP from the get-go, and we're gonna be working on it for years just to kind of run out of money and then just disappear or something. Or like release and flop and disappear, you know. I don't know, man. Hey, Brew. We got Agony. Now, the last one is Gord. Gord was the last one. That also went not very good. Always leave the studio to make the exact same game. Yeah, I think at this point, it may be just like a way to farm. You just like... Well, I was like a janitor, like in... I don't know. Like... Who good? Like a janitor in Blizzard or something. I was the one... the one with the breast milk, you know. And now I just gonna like get my own studio going and instantly get like the investor money rained on me and stuff just because I was like somehow connected to Blizzard. And then after a few years we'll be like, oh man, you know, didn't work, sorry. Yeah, no, goodbye. Never heard about it? Oh yeah, Gord is something. Gord is something. It's not available. It's not available for us, for you there, so maybe that's why they didn't make it available back there. Former Payday guys who left the studio to now make a co-op heist game. Yeah, well, I mean, if they would be probably like, well, we are like CDPR devs, and we're gonna go and make, you know, like the casual match 3 game and stuff, and investors would be kind of like, bro, well, I mean, then your CDPR experience is kind of like, doesn't matter, we don't give a shit about that. So you kind of, I guess, need to kind of match the experience you claim or something. Yeah, bro, yeah. That's why everyone kind of quits to do the same stuff, otherwise no one will give them money. But yeah, I don't know, like, if I would be leaving the big corporate world, right, tired of it, or like instead of going into big corporate world, I would just rather try to like go some like smaller projects, to be honest. Try it, it worked, good. Didn't work, well, back to corporate, I guess, or something, you know. Dawn Walker Origins. Dark Fantasy Universe built in Unreal Engine 5. Open world title. It won't be as gigantic as The Witcher, but it will offer more quests. Now entering alpha stage, won't feature microtransactions, a team of 100 people working on it. Won't feature platform exclusive items or quests. You just like, I don't know, like staying indie or staying small at least, right? It just gives you flexibility and stuff. You can like make the games that don't need to be like some crazy huge successes. There's 100 people working for a few years. If everyone is getting like at least like, I don't know, like let's say like a couple $1,000 per month, right? That's already like a chunky amount there. That's already a chunky amount. Over a few years, you already like, you know, rolling in millions just on that, right? And then you take like some other expenses, offices, you know, licenses, software, all this stuff. And yeah, you're like on millions budgets already. And you need to kind of like sell that stuff well. Yeah, exactly, Rav. It's like you depend on that external financing. And I don't know, I would be like stressed working like that. Like when you just don't have anything, you can't even show anything, right? For years. Like not even in portfolio or something. You just work on something that you got some money for from like some investors or something. Or out of pocket, for example. And you don't know how it's gonna land or something. You just dedicate yourself for years to do something without even knowing what's gonna happen. That would be stressful. Yeah, they have one shot for sure. Like, it doesn't work, they gone. 100%, yeah. Money from investors you're not in India? Yeah, I would say so. Sony reportedly planning more layoffs for PlayStation studios, including Insomniac. Documents found also suggest there could be one studio closure. Oh, it also was from the ransomware, actually. Holy shit. Aiming for a reduction of at least 50 to 75 people at Insomniac, with more broad layoffs across studios. Notably, documents mentioned that slimming down Ratchet and cutting new IP would be enough to achieve their goal. This means that the broader layoffs could target just about anyone. Remove 50-75 people strategically. Best option is to cut deeply into Wolverine and Spider-Man 3, replacing a lower performance with team members from Ratchet and new IP. Note attributed to Insomniac Games CEO Ted Price. The new free Epic Games soon? Let's see. Can do everything right like Insomniac doesn't still lose? Yeah, for sure. How much Spider-Man 2 costs? That's the thing, like nothing is like this current trend in like AAA game dev, I don't know if it's sustainable. It's impossible. Like with such budgets, with such production lengths and stuff, dude, it's like, yeah, literally just like one kind of not real, like not even a failure, but kind of like, you know, meh kind of game in terms of sales, and you gone out of market basically. You negatives. You are already in negatives there. Ubisoft just fought off a mega hack, it's claimed. Monka is. Ubisoft suffered from malicious intrusion, but this story had a more positive ending. A known threat actor broke into Ubisoft systems and remained there for around 48 hours. During that time, this user had access to SharePoint, Confluence, and Microsoft Teams, as well as other internal systems. But despite that level of access, all that seems to have surfaced are a series of screenshots that reveal almost nothing. Reportedly, threat actor was attempting to exfiltrate around 900 gigabytes of data, but failed after being booted out of the systems by Ubisoft. It was further claimed that the data the malicious operator was trying to secure was related to Rainbow Six Siege. Not yet known exactly what content was obtained, but VX Underground seems sure that the attempt was unsuccessful. Got the ghost wire there. I see. Another one you can claim. You can do some magic. You can do some magic. And then you can. And then you can. Alright, let's see. Alright, and this we already had last week. Alright, good. Caught up. Let's go. Time to get some golf. Let's do a couple of mobs today and chill. Let's do it. Let's do it.